All right, guys, welcome back to the Adventure Media Podcast. It is officially check-in day of Unreal Adventure 2024. I am Trent.
I am Christian.
And we are here with our first reader, James Jenkins, right?
That's correct.
James, you hail from?
Tennessee, just south of Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, a little bit of a haul.
Yeah. So you've got a very cool crew cab K30, mildly built, only driven to church on Sundays, sort of a thing. Yeah.
Very mildly driven.
Give us a quick rundown on your rig. So axles, engine, that kind of
thing. It's an 85 K30 crew cab. It axles are straight out of a Covey, still 456 gears, ARB or Detroit in the rear. I swapped out the front to an ARB. Kind of wanted to go 488s, but I decided before I spent the money I was going to try out the 456s. They work just fine. So
not much difference.
So I was like, why dump the money in it when they already had 456s? Got a 6.2 out of a Cadillac, an 07-ish Cadillac. Got that from Tilden Motorsports when they were still around.
Yeah.
Got the Tilden cam in it.
Yep.
Holley Terminator kit, turbo 3 or turbo 400, manual valve body, reverse with ORD 203, 205 doubler. And that's
all the right stuff.
All the right stuff.
All the good stuff.
Radflow shocks front and rear, 14-inch travel in the front, 16 in the rear. ORD front suspension kit, and I fabricated the rear for Link myself.
The thing looks like it walked out of an ORD.
Well, I told Steven that they wouldn't get Cousin Willard going, and the K30 was always one of my favorite trucks, so I just kind of meshed those two together.
Nice. And it shows. It shows. That's very cool. So, James, tell us a little bit about how you got into four-wheeling.
Started in high school. I've always loved it, always had the magazines, always read. I've always enjoyed being off-road.
Okay.
Didn't have a lot of money back then, so my stuff was always broken and always working on it. But I was always the type of guy who's working in the driveway till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning just so you got with your buddies the next day.
Sure.
Grew up, had kids, had to stop for a while, get out of it.
It happens.
Kids grew up, got a little older. So I got a little older, got a little more money, so I was able to, have a little bit nicer things. So in the last 4 years, that's when I've really started to get back into it.
So where's your go-to place to go wheeling? Where's your?
I live in Tennessee. I hate the mud. I grew up in Texas in the mud. That's why my stuff was always broken. So I don't do a lot of wheeling out there because y'all have been there the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah. And we like it.
It's fun. My rig's a little bit big for most of those trails, but Sand Hollow, Moab, okay. I love coming out to that part of the country.
That's your favorite.
I grew up in St. George. Still got a bunch of family there, so it's convenient. I have a place to stay. Got a place to store my stuff. So. Yeah, I just love that part of the country.
I know you've done some other events like Fullsize Invasion, our friend Jared Jones.
Yeah, he's a good friend of ours.
People, and a former UA alumni and stuff.
Former magazine guy.
Hey, Jared.
Yeah.
So you've got some more quote unquote professional trail rides under your belt. Like what did you do, if anything, different to prepare for UA? In your mind, is it just another trail ride or
no? Actually, when I got the invite, all my truck, trailer, tow rig was actually out in St. George. So I had to fly out there, pick it up, and haul it home.
Take it back to prep.
So
sorry about that, man.
Hey, I'll do it 10 times if I have to. So, I just went through everything. I've always been really happy with the way it wheeled.
Mm-hmm.
I've only made small tweaks here and there, but I've always been extremely happy with the way it's performed. So, I went through everything. I've got a couple extra spare parts that I didn't already have that I'm like, well, it's been wheeling on this pretty hard. Might have a problem with it. So anything I thought I might have a problem, I went through either replaced or got spare parts for. I usually have a back seat in it. I pulled the back seat out. I got a kind of a rack back there to store gear just for longer trips, longer camping trips. And, touched up all the spray paint and slapped a new fender on there.
Is there anything you're bringing with you for this trip that you've not brought on any other trip you've done?
A couple of spare parts. I brought spare axle shafts, spare. I mean, just spare relays, just other things, just spare parts that if something does go wrong, I'm gonna have it with me because I know we're probably not gonna have a lot of access to an auto parts store. It's not gonna be right around the corner. So
no.
Spare parts, a little extra spare fuel, but no, that's about it, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you want to apply for UA?
I've always had full-size Chevys. I've always been a square body guy.
Okay.
I've been buying parts from Offroad Design since '97, since I had my first Blazer, and I have had every episode. I mean, of every magazine, just waiting for those. I mean, it was just always a dream of mine. Just growing up, just something is one of those bucket list things I've always wanted to do.
Awesome.
So it's been a dream of mine for 25 years at this point.
So
almost. So
how quick did you hear about the transition, so to speak, from Ultimate Adventure to Unreal? I mean, are you pretty active on social media?
Yeah, I've learned about it really quickly. Actually, I think I had my application in within the first day or two.
Yeah, you were quick on the draw.
I mean, I saw
one
that.
Of the first ones we saw.
I saw that come across, and I put my application in, and actually that's why my truck was in Utah. Like the next day, I went to the Rubicon, and that's a long drive from Tennessee. I got tired of driving. My wife got tired of driving. They're like, "We're just gonna go park everything in my cousin's house and fly home." And then next week, I get the phone. I'm like, "All right, I'm going back sooner than expected.
I gotta go get it." Yeah, that's cool. So how? Tell us a little bit about your trip out. Because oftentimes, especially from Tennessee, sometimes getting to this event is an adventure all by itself.
Yeah, no, I drive out to this part of the country 2, 3, or 4 times a year.
Okay.
So I'm pretty familiar with it. I usually sleep in the backseat of the truck on my trips, unless my wife's with me when we get a hotel. This is the first time I've made her sleep in the truck. Not going to do that again.
That was a hard pass.
Yeah, that was a hard pass on that one, and done for sure on that one. But I mean, I met up with Kenny and Caleb yesterday, and we did some other trails, which that was a great time. But one thing I did do with my truck, this is absolutely by the farthest I've ever driven it.
Cool.
So
nice.
So even to prepare for it, I mean, I probably put close to 500 miles on it since I got it back to Tennessee.
Nice.
Just, I didn't want any problems.
Yeah. Well, and as we've said many times, guys, the on-road days wreak as much havoc as the off-road days. So it's definitely good to prioritize, those road days.
Yeah, I mean, I've been driving it. At one point I just got in and just drove as far as I could until I ran out of gas.
You told me that.
Yeah,
you told me
just
that.
to see how far I could make it.
Yeah, because you were like, "Hey,
I'm not exactly sure
I'm
how far I go.
I'm a little shy on fuel mileage." And I was like, "You need it."
I made some adjustments, did some couple things, and got it up there. So, but yeah, that's one thing I did do different. I've driven the heck out of it.
That's
the last
good.
Couple of weeks. So
you're smart. That's smart.
And we put 400 miles on it just the last 2 days, just getting here from where we parked the trailer. So have you ever wheeled here? No, I've never wheeled anywhere where we're going to be.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's super exciting.
So it's just an extra special bonus.
Whole extra special bonus. Yeah.
Right on.
Yep.
I can't. Anything else, Christian?
No, I think. Thanks for being out here.
Let's at least introduce the co-driver.
Sorry.
So yeah,
I'll step out of frame. She can take my mic.
There you go.
She's actually a co-rider.
Co-rider. Yeah. Oh, so are we going to be doing some driving this week?
He might make me.
Yeah, I'll probably make her.
Oh, very good.
A little bit. And where were we?
Jessica, by the way.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
My wife,
please
Jessica.
Introduce yourself. Yeah.
She usually keeps me from making decisions.
No.
I'm not known for being easy or taking bypasses or anything else.
one of the tenets that we like to say is wheel for the week, not for the day.
So sometimes you get on those obstacles, you're like, I'm pretty sure I can do this. So I get wrapped up in the moment sometimes.
I get it. No, I totally get it. So Jessica, so what what made you decide to come hang out with a bunch of sweaty guys for a week?
Well, I'm kind of used to it from all of his work.
Okay.
So, but it's I know, and I know he's said this, that it's been a lifelong dream of his, and he's talked about it since before I've known him, actually.
Ah,
She
okay.
used
A
to,
long time.
when I was in the driveway working on trucks middle of the night, we were dating, and she
Sitting
was
there.
standing right there behind me.
Good deal.
Yeah. So
Good deal.
that finally was able to come. I was gonna move.
There you go. Well,
So,
perfect.
yep.
Perfect. That's awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much. And
Yeah,
thank
for
you for
sure.
making the long trip.
Oh yeah, wouldn't
Um,
miss it.
yeah. You know, I like I said, I think it's going to be. I've got a lot of cool stuff. in
I'm
store.
super excited to see
So,
what's in store
yeah,
for us.
yeah,
So
yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of road.
that's
lot
one
road
of her
this year.
favorite things. Is like she's not always about the drive, but she loves the destinations.
Yes.
Yeah.
She loves the destination.
That's cool.
That's
Well,
true.
I'm going to have some cool stuff in store for you
Yeah.
guys. So
Sounds good.
Cool.
Well,
I'm excited.
thank you so much, guys.
Thank
I
you so
really
much for having
appreciate
us.
it.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. And well, good luck this week.
We'll
Oh,
see you in the
thank you.
morning.
Yeah, see you in the morning. 9
right.
o'clock, right?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Well, we'll get fuel up at 9. So,
There you go.
yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
sir.
Well, that was James Jenkins and Jessica. Is that right? So yeah, that is one of 6 of the readers that are coming on the trip this year. And I don't know, anything else you want to add?
We're gonna go scrounge up some others and
Yeah, and hit it again.
See what they like to
All right.
say.
So until next time, guys, don't forget to hit, like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Watch another video if you would, please. Really helps the algorithm. So all right, guys, we'll see you later.